Oh girl, it is officially Morgan's first day as a consultant for the LAPD. We see her in the kitchen whipping up chocolate chip pancakes, totally hyped because this new paycheck means she can finally get her actual car back from the shop. But the honeymoon phase lasts about 2 seconds. Her very first case is a total mindbender. A young guy named Damian Ross just plummeted 3 stories high, landing straight onto the roof of his own car. Now, the cops immediately think it's a suicide attempt because, get this, the boy was wearing tap shoes. But Morgan looks at Detective Karadec and is like, nope, we need to get up on that roof right now. She already knows something dirty is going down. Once they're on the roof, Morgan starts doing her thing. She finds a cell phone and just by looking at the smudge patterns, deduces the owner is left-handed. Plus, she spots a sticker for Los Perros de Tijuana, a Mexican baseball team. But the absolute best part is when she looks at the impact marks on the roof and goes, "Girl, that's an ass pattern." Yes, you heard that right. She explains that whoever left those marks has serious cuts all over their backside and are severely bruised. A guy over a massive elbow scar. Classic left-handed pitcher with a Tommy John injury. Roland cracks and admits he was up there, but swears a third guy blindsided him, knocked him flat on his ass, and pushed Damian. But right in the middle of tracking this phone, out of nowhere, the chief walks in and tells the team they have to drop everything to help out the colleagues over in the robbery department. Because why not, right? Their hands are already completely full, so let's just pile on some more stress. But then, enter Lieutenant Mellon from robbery. This man is the definition of a choosing beggar. He literally looks at the room and says he'll take any extra help he can get, except for the cleaning lady. And Jeet. The absolute nerve. Ooper. If he only knew that the cleaning lady has a 160 IQ and could solve his entire case before his morning coffee gets cold. Luckily, Detective Osdell steps up and volunteers to ride with him to break that awkward silence. But our girl Morgan does not waste a single second. As soon as that drama settles, she goes straight to the chief to get an update on her missing husband, Roman. The chief tells her flat out that nothing has turned up yet. But honey, Morgan is a ride-or-die mum, and she is not playing games. She firmly reminds the chief about the whole reason she's even standing in that room. We made a deal. I help you catch your criminals, and you help me find the father of my daughter. Period. Now, the detectives are stumped because the alley security cameras didn't show anyone entering the building. But honey, Morgan heads down to the impound garage and notices a massive clue inside Damian's trunk. Traces of plasma chameleon paint, which changes colour depending on the light, and is only used for high-end, custom luxury car paint jobs. Morgan literally demands to be locked inside the trunk to test her theory, and boom! She finds a rigged latch release mechanism. The killer literally hitched a ride inside the trunk of Damian's own car to commit the crime and avoid the cameras. And guess where Damian worked? Body Shop Brothers, a custom auto shop that hires ex-cons to get their lives on track. The killer is definitely one of the mechanics. So Karadec and Morgan head over to the auto shop to confront the mechanics. The boss, Knox, is completely defensive and hates authority. But Morgan applies some genius psychology. She cuts a deal. You guys tell us where you were last night, and we'll call in a favor to get Damian's car out of impound ASAP so you can fix it up for him. Karadec gives her exactly 2 minutes, and girl, she paints a whole masterpiece. She gets the alibis of the entire crew on the spot. Dane was on a nightmare 5th date with a girl named Lola. Knox was at his family cabin in Big Bear, and Slappy was out too. She fully downloads all the info to the team, and just like that, they have their data ready for the alibi confirmation protocol. But the real breakthrough happens at night, because Morgan's brain won't let her sleep. She and Karadec go back to the roof, and she recreates the crime scene using literal astronomy, the opposition effect. She explains that during this specific moon cycle, the moon is at a 90-degree angle to the sun, and at its absolute brightest. At the exact time of the crime, the moon was shining directly into the killer's eyes, while Damian and Roland were in pitch-black shadow. Morgan gasps as she realizes the terrifying truth. Nobody wanted to kill Damian. the killer pushed the wrong guy. His real target was Roland. The only problem? The police had already released Roland from custody, meaning his life is in immediate danger. They try to call him, but he's at a massive 90s remix party at a warehouse called Gateway Towers, which Morgan casually figured out by Googling the songs playing in the background of his voicemail. Karadec and Morgan sprint to the club, pushing through the massive crowd, but they are a second too late. Amidst the strobe lights and the blasting music, a gunshot rings out. The killer finds Roland and shoots him at close range. The suspect escapes, and Roland dies right there. It is a massive, devastating blow for the team. But Morgan does not back down. She analyzes the security footage from the club and notices strange sparks flying right after the muzzle flash. She remembers a random fact from a family trip to a pioneer town and realizes those sparks mean copper or lead was left in the barrel, a sign of a very old, poorly maintained gun. And guess what? It's the exact same distinct flash pattern from that string of jewelry store robberies Mellon was investigating. Morgan completely hijacks the robbery board and points out a genius detail. The first 3 robberies used luxury getaway cars from the auto shop, but the last 2 didn't have a car at all. Why? Because those last 2 stores were a block away from the Metro Red Line stops. The robber had lost his driver. Roland was the getaway driver. But when Damien helped Roland escape a life of crime to start dancing, the robber, their co-worker from the shop, Griff, decided to eliminate him so he wouldn't talk. They rig a fake emergency code on the police scanner to bait him out, and they catch Griff red-handed. The episode wraps up on a beautifully emotional note. First, the hospital calls to let them know that Damien woke up from his coma and is already moving his toes. He's going to dance again, girl. But the real jaw-dropper happens when Karadec stops by Morgan's house later that night. He actually kept his promise to look into her missing ex-boyfriend, Roman Cinquera. Karadec discovered that Roman's car was found abandoned in a Costco parking lot, just 3 days after he disappeared 15 years ago. But the police inventory list revealed one specific item left in the car that changes everything. A box of diapers. Karadec looks Morgan dead in the eye and says, "If Roman really wanted to abandon your family, why would he stop and buy diapers first?" Morgan's eyes completely fill with tears. For 15 years, the world told her she was crazy, but finally, someone believes her. Her husband didn't run out on them. Something terrible happened. And the LAPD is officially on the case.